John Markowitz here with today's Liberty Dispatch. Let's get right to it. We're going to call this Liberty Dispatch Censoring Life. Recently, Vice President Kamala Harris did a speech where she was, among friends, as you can tell, commemorating the 50th anniversary of Roe v. Wade. Let's go to Kamala.
America is a promise of freedom and liberty, not for some, but for all. A promise we made in the Declaration of Independence, that we are each endowed with the right to liberty and the pursuit of happiness. To liberty and the pursuit of happiness. To liberty and the pursuit of happiness. Be clear, these rights were not bestowed upon us. They belong to us as Americans.
Okay, well, there you go. Let's take a look at this. I want to remind everyone that every speech, every letter, anything coming out of these people's mouths or communicating through the mainstream media and other channels is not by mistake. It is very intentional. Kamala Harris, who is standing up doing a speech commemorating among her friends, you can tell, the Roe v. Wade, 50 years. She kind of forgot to mention that while she was promoting and excited about the heroes that passed Roe v. Wade and got it through the Supreme Court, it was really bad law, bad jurisprudence, and it was overturned this last year by the Supreme Court and sent back to the states. But moving on, every word that comes out of her mouth is on purpose. This is choreographed, and for people that are uninformed and gullible and not educated and not vigilant, they will miss this stuff. Let's take a look at this. America is a promise. It is a promise of freedom and liberty. Not for some, but for all. A promise we made in the Declaration of Independence. We didn't make it. Anyway, I'll comment on it in a second. That we are each endowed with the right of liberty and pursuit of happiness. Oops. Something kind of missing out of there, isn't it, Kamala? Not by mistake. Let's go to the real text from the Declaration of Independence, penned by Thomas Jefferson. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and that they are endowed by our Creator with certain inalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Our rights do not come from man. Kamala Harris, or the people she refers to as we, do not give Americans those rights. Those rights come from our Creator. The word life, the right of life, it's the first one mentioned in the Declaration of Independence. Even before liberty and the pursuit of happiness, life is just kind of lost in her speech, isn't it? Well, who do you think she's talking to? She's talking to people that are her friends, people that are cheering on abortion. Don't those little babies deserve life too? And of course, you're not going to go to all your friends at a celebration of Roe v. Wade 50 years later and talk about that God gives us our rights, and the first one is life. Oops. Okay, so what's my point here? Is that we need to teach our children. We cannot be gullible. We cannot be asleep. We cannot lack discernment of what is happening here. To be able to edge out individual liberty, to be able to rewrite history so that we kind of slide life out of it, to rewrite our founding documents, and people would just swallow it because, anyway, to rewrite history, to move out that our rights don't come from man and government, that they actually come from our Creator, to slide those on out subtly in very flowery speeches so that people have no idea that over a period of time, the drift left towards wokeness, to taking away individual liberty, taking away religious liberty, will be accomplished. Will it be accomplished in our lifetime? Perhaps. What we have is we have an awareness. We have a discernment that what is happening by these people is intentional. Every word she said has a purpose. And it was broadcast across mainstream media, and nobody that I know of really pitched a fit or even challenged her on it. Oh, you kind of forgot something, Miss Vice President. Life. So today's Liberty Dispatch is called Censoring Life. Do not be asleep. Be vigilant. Teach your children. Pass this on.